All righty. We are live. Um, Hopefully, can you
I
just
can't.
thank you.
Okay. It's hard squeezing two people into one little tiny screen. How many people can you fit on a YouTube screen?
Well, remember, I went to clown
Well,
college, so it's like, we can fit a
like
bunch of people
car.
into a little
Yeah.
car. We can fit a bunch of people into a little YouTube screen.
That's right. That's right.
I knew that training would come in handy at some point.
Always, always. Wait till we, yeah. Anyway, okay, good.
Anyhow, hey everybody. Thank you so much for joining us.
Yeah, thanks.
Uh, this was Christy's idea, and
Because I have all the really
all
great
yes,
ideas.
all the best ideas come from my lovely wife. And but knowing that the holidays can be a challenging time for a lot of folks, especially caregivers. We just came back from Ohio from a family member's funeral, and the and it's tough. That's tough at any time, but especially during the holidays. And for many people, whether who have lost a loved one anytime this year, this will be the first Christmas season or Hanukkah or whatever holiday you might be celebrating
And
with
even
that
just
person.
and even just continuing to care for someone during the holidays can be tough. Um, Maybe their condition has shifted in some ways. Maybe they're getting better and that changes the dynamic, and maybe their condition has worsened, or there can be a lot of different things, and just all of it is very difficult. And I think it's important too to acknowledge it's not just caregivers. A lot of us have stress during the holidays. It's just a stressful time of the year. It's the end of the year, it's the holidays, lots of expectations. Oh, what about this? Lots of money issues, lots of being with people that you might have conflicted relationships with. Oh,
and
gosh,
and
everything.
for a lot of people, not having people
Not having
around,
people,
and
being
that's
alone and
another
being
feeling of, wow.
isolation. Yeah, it can be really hard, especially when you're watching, Hallmark movies and things like that. And it doesn't work out that way. I really that has always been something that's triggered me. But I just actually we do have a Hallmark
I was
family.
I was just gonna
Yes, we
say,
do. I
well,
shouldn't say that. Anyway,
we
enough
have
about
we
us
have we have manifested that by clearing away the stuff
clearing
that gets in
away.
the way.
Um,
So,
but anyway, I think the offering today is really towards a more peaceful holiday, end of the year, however you this will serve you, and we want to talk a little bit about that. Interwoven in some of this will probably be some tapping on grief and how that might be showing up for you as acutely right now. It can be very hard if this is a first holiday without someone, or again, somebody's condition has changed differently, and it's harder. So we'll talk a little bit about that, tap on
well,
that one.
we'll
Yeah.
see where it goes. So to begin with, I always like to start with a grounding exercise. So I invite everyone to go ahead and close your eyes. Take a deep breath in and hold it, and let it go. Now, just breathing comfortably with your eyes closed, go ahead and feel your feet on the floor or whatever part of you is connected to something. Allow yourself to feel that connection. Allow yourself to feel centered and grounded. Allowing yourself to be right here, right now, as present as possible, so as to receive maximum benefit from this hour. Just following your breath through your body, just allow yourself to be aware of what's going on in there. Maybe rating yourself on a scale of 0 to 10 in terms of peace. So in this instance, we'll use a positive scale. So 10 is uh, being blissed out, feeling peace, joy. This truly feels like the most wonderful time of the year. And do not judge yourself harshly if the number isn't there. Just allow yourself to be aware of what it might feel like. Notice where you might feel discomfort, where you might feel sadness, grief, disappointment, any of those uncomfortable feelings, allowing yourself to be aware of what's going on there, where you feel it in your body, how strong you might feel it. Notice what thoughts, beliefs, or memories might be attached to that. Why you couldn't or shouldn't feel more peace. Again, not in a judgmental way, just getting curious. Take a deep breath. Let it go. Open your eyes and let's start out with a tapping around here. And, and then
Jump in.
yeah, yeah.
You go.
But don't say it out loud, so because then that way
I
they
won't
can say.
repeat.
You can repeat in your mind. Even though there are things limiting my peace, I choose to love and accept myself. Even though there are things limiting my peace, I choose to love and honor myself. Even though there are things limiting my peace, limiting my joy, limiting all kinds of positive feelings. Even though there are things limiting my peace, I choose to deeply and completely love, honor, and accept myself, and maybe anyone else who might be involved. All this stuff limiting my peace. All this stuff limiting my peace. All these fears and doubts. All this disappointment. Maybe there's frustration. Maybe there's grief and sadness. All of these uncomfortable feelings. And I choose to love and appreciate those parts of me that are responding in this way, believing that it's necessary, believing that it's appropriate. Some part of me says it's helpful. Maybe it seems to protect me in some way. Maybe part of me thinks it'll motivate me. Maybe if I feel sad enough or upset enough, I'll take some kind of action. And part of me might be saying, I'm pretty uncomfortable, but not enough yet to take action. And I choose to love and appreciate those parts of me that aren't motivated enough yet. And I'm processing these feelings. I'm honoring my feelings. I'm also allowing myself to process them. Would it be so wrong for me to allow myself to feel more peace? What would be the downside of allowing myself to feel at least a little bit more joy? What part of me says that would be wrong? What part of me says that would be impossible? As Walt Disney once said, it's kind of fun doing the impossible. So let's see what I can do. not out of obligation, not because I should be joyful at this time of year. I don't owe it to anyone to be jolly. I'm just looking at giving myself this gift, allowing myself to feel more peace in body, mind, and spirit. Take a deep breath. Close your eyes, go inside, and just notice what's going on in there. And wow, Bangladesh, awesome. Uh, Thank you to everyone who's joining us live from around the world. So, just allowing yourself to process and notice what kind of things may come up. Often when we're tapping, obviously we like to bring down any emotional or physical distress that we might be experiencing, but also it's often like peeling the layers of the onion and we get more clear about, oh, here's why I'm feeling this, and here's why I can't allow myself to feel more peace or more joy.
Right. And I'm glad that you inserted the awful shoulds, because I feel like um, for me at least, holidays, I love them, but they've also been any kind of big event, right? Birthdays, holidays, other celebrations. They, for me, do bring a lot of stress because it's a disruption to routine. And I'm pretty flexible most of the time, and I really get into cool things and cool celebrations. But that doesn't mean there isn't a toll on me for stress, and I might get anxiety around it. And it's usually because there's a should. And I think it's important to realize whatever you're feeling, it's okay and it's valid. And um, there's no way you're supposed to feel. And what you bring into your life that way is being open to all kinds of other things that can be helpful, wonderful, and just the full spectrum
Yeah.
of all those feelings. So I think it's important to leave off the shoulds as best as you can. I mean, even that sounds like a should, doesn't it?
Right.
You should leave off the
Yeah,
shoulds.
you should stop
but
shooting on yourself.
but maybe becoming aware that you might be shoulding on yourself is the first step. I think
Yeah.
that's that you can't change anything you can't acknowledge. So acknowledgement is really important.
And being
So
aware of how other people might be shooting on you. So actually, here's a thought. So go ahead and close your eyes, take a deep breath. And another word that goes along with should is expectation. So allow yourself to just following your breath through your body, noticing what's going on in there, and notice what comes up when I say the word expectation. Thinking about your expectations of what the holiday season should be like, uh, your expectations of other people, your expectations of yourself, other people's expectations of you. Oh, yes, we're going to tap on this. um, so that fear of what other people expect and how they're going to respond if you don't meet their expectations. And so just allow yourself to be aware of, on a scale of 0 to 10, how much shoulds and expectations create discomfort. Notice where in your body you might feel that. Notice again any thoughts, beliefs, or memories that might be attached to that. Take a deep breath, open your eyes. And let's see what we can do to let that stuff go. Even though there are so many expectations right now, I choose to love and accept myself. Even though there are so many expectations right now, I choose to love and honor myself. Even though there are so many expectations right now, expectations I have of myself, expectations I have of others, expectations others have of me, and everyone's expectations about what this season should be like. And even though there's so many people shooting on me, including myself, I choose to deeply and completely love, honor, and accept myself, and maybe anyone else who might be involved, because I choose to feel that much peace. All these expectations, all these shoulds, all these things I should be doing, all these things other people should be doing, all these things they think I should be doing. Everybody's got expectations, and I'm so afraid I'm not meeting them. So afraid of letting people down. I don't like to let people down. I also don't like how they behave when I let them down. All this fear of letting people down. And there are a lot of expectations about how I should be behaving and how I should be feeling. There are expectations about how joyful I should be. But depending on my circumstances, there are also expectations of how sad I should be. My own expectations included. Especially if I'm caring for someone who's having a hard time, or if I've lost someone. There are those things that I'm feeling, and there are those things that I think I should be feeling, or that other people think I should be feeling. I may even limit my peace and joy because it might feel inappropriate. Or someone else might say it's inappropriate. How can you possibly be happy at this time? I honor the feelings that come to me naturally. I'm giving myself permission to let go of any discomfort that is expected, any discomfort that I might insist on feeling, to meet mine or other people's expectations. All these expectations, all these ideas about what the season should be like, all this fear of not meeting expectations, all this fear of being disappointed, because I also have expectations of other people. And boy, they better get me the right gift. Sometimes we face this season setting ourselves up for discomfort. I just know I'm going to be upset on Christmas morning because they never get it right. And they never behave the way I want them to behave. All of my own expectations. What if the gift I could give myself is freedom from expectation? What if I could just go with the flow? and just be joyfully present. Giving myself permission to do that. Nothing wrong with me having wants and desires. I'm just releasing my attachment to any particular thing. Releasing any need to be disappointed. Here's what I want, but I choose to feel peace even if I don't get that. Because that's reclaiming my own power. And I'm giving myself permission to do that in body, mind, and spirit. Take a deep breath. Go inside and just check in with how you might be feeling around the whole expectation thing, and you're really giving yourself permission to say, hey, here's what I want. But and then you can model that for other folks as well. As you feel more peace, you know, feelings are contagious. So you
Yeah.
can either, get infected by what other people are feeling or infect them with your joy and peace.
Inspire. Maybe we would inspire them and not infect them with the. But I take your meaning, and sometimes I think the alternative to expectations is focusing on intention. You can control your intention about how you're going to show up, how you're going to, my intention is to show up grateful that I have someone here that I can spend some time with. My intention is, even if I'm not with anybody on this Christmas day, my intention is to do things that make me feel good. That maybe I cook myself a lovely meal and I enjoy it. I read a favorite book. I watch whatever movie I want to watch. Maybe I don't want to watch Christmas movies, but I want to watch something else. And
yeah,
but your intention of,
within the framework of what you have,
right.
how can I
What can I
make this
do?
the best?
You're right.
How do I treat myself?
And that's the intent. And then if you are going to be with other people, it's like, what's my intention of being when I'm showing up for them? I think because when we have those expectations, like Brad, you said, it's like we're sort of orchestrating disappointment because so many things can interfere, right? It could be the weather, then people can't show up, right? Planes get delayed and someone doesn't show up. So all kinds of expectations that we have no control over, but we do have control over. Okay, so now who do I want to be in this moment? And this is not easy. That sounds so easy, and it's not easy because you might have to acknowledge, I'm ticked off, I'm upset, I'm disappointed, I'm sad, I'm angry, whatever you might be feeling. And then that's good. Acknowledge that. That's the processing. And then you
we don't
can
ignore them. Don't try to stuff it down and
there's
go,
nothing
okay,
wrong
it's
with you.
Christmas. I'm gonna shove all of that stuff in the closet and hide it. It's like, but that's why we're here right now
Because we
and
get these
using this
messages
process.
that we're supposed to not be a Scrooge. But you know what? Maybe you don't have to think of it like that. Maybe it's like, this isn't my favorite time and I'm okay with that. And here's what I'm going to do instead. I'm going to think about something else, do something else. But whatever you're feeling is totally valid. And then finding out what is going to help you feel better. And I think that's really important for everybody. Like who can't live with that, but I do have a special place in my heart for caregivers and what they're going through right now, because you also have other people you're thinking about that you might feel responsible for. You might be responsible for that person, and it might not look the way you want it to look and be the way you want it to be, and that's hard. That's really hard.
Well, and I know you.
Yeah.
So Christy, her parents had dementia, and her and works with a group called Alz authors who have written about Alzheimer's, and so if you have someone in your life who has dementia, there may be this feeling of, I really want them to get that it's the holiday season and I want them to fully participate, and that may not be there.
Yes. And I love that you said that because we're thinking about sometimes what we can do for them, and we want to make it meaningful for that person. And then we might feel conflict in ourselves about that because they won't remember, but you'll remember. Making meaningful moments are just as important for you as they are for your person. Even if 5 minutes after, you know, uh, dessert, they forget that they're doing something that they've always enjoyed, right? It's okay because you'll remember, and your people around you might remember. If you're a parent in the sandwich generation and you're raising kids at the same time, you're caring for someone else, whether that person has dementia or not, it might look different than what you wanted it to be, but meaningful moments are important for everyone. And so that it's okay. It's okay if somebody else might not remember. You'll remember, and that's a beautiful piece that you can take with you moving forward. So that's important.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just read to that, and reading some of the
Mhm.
comments here about who people don't have and can't see.
And the
So
estrangement, that's a
yeah,
really hard one. And I'm so sorry for that. And that's really, again, that's one you
never
can't
see
control. But
our old college buddy of mine.
uh, being estranged from people, it's very hard to move through that. Um, I'm going to put in the chat later a link to Brad mentioned Al's authors. We have a YouTube channel too, and we interview all of our authors, and then we do a book club, and we interview other people who are affiliated with us, and they're wonderful, rich conversations. And one that was very recent, um, the person was estranged from her father who had dementia, and she did care for him. And she made such a beautiful comment that while she couldn't focus on forgiving him, she could find compassion. And that was beautiful, right? Like she might never get to forgiving him for how things were, how he was as a father treating her, but she could find her compassion for him as a human being. And that's what she chose to focus on. And that's intention. That's intention. That's what I'm talking about. That's a beautiful way to do it. But our authors have so much amazing insight, not just for people who are caring for somebody with dementia, but anyone who's a caregiver, and really anybody who's human in here and in the world. So
And who among us isn't? So um, let's just
good
close your
stuff.
eyes, take a deep breath, and just follow your breath through your body. Allow yourself to think about those things that you won't have this holiday, that you feel that you should have or want certain people to be there, whether it's having someone who you're estranged from, so they're still here on earth, but you're not able to see them for whatever reason. It may be someone who's no longer with us physically, and it may be someone who's no longer with us mentally. Uh, so allowing yourself to be aware of that sense of loss, that sense of grief, and the feeling of I need this. There's something that I need that is missing, and just notice on a scale of 0 to 10 how strong that sense of need is. Take a deep breath, open your eyes. Even though I don't have what I think I need, I choose to love and accept myself. Even though I don't have what I think I need, I choose to love and honor myself. Even though I don't have what I think I need, and since I don't have it, I am required to suffer about that because that's the rule that's written. If you don't have what you need, you have to suffer. And I'm really good about following that rule. Even though I don't have what I think I need, I choose to deeply and completely love, honor, and accept myself, and maybe anyone else who might be involved in this. Maybe even those people that are keeping it from me, because I choose to feel that free. I choose to feel that much peace. I don't have what I think I need. I don't have what I believe I need. And that feeling causes me pain. All this pain about what I don't have. All of this pain about what I do not have. All this pain about who I don't have. There are people I think I should have. People that I think I need. In order to be happy, I need these people to be here. And I choose to love and appreciate those parts of me that believe that to be true. And there is nothing wrong with me wanting them to be here. Nothing wrong with me wishing to have them here. It's just this belief that I need them that causes the pain. And I choose to process that. I'm giving myself permission to consider whether it's actually a need. Because they're not here right now, but I'm still getting oxygen. I'm still getting what I need to survive. May not be everything I want, but if I can allow myself to feel that it's what I need, I can allow myself to feel more peace. I'm allowing myself to release what doesn't feel like peace. Releasing what doesn't feel like love. Because if all I have left is peace and love, that's all I have to send to others. And even if I don't have everything I want this holiday, what can I give? What can I send? And the awesome thing about sending peace and love is that I get to feel it while I'm doing it. I get it while I give it. And I love and forgive those parts of me that are thinking about some people in my life that I may not want to love and forgive. But I'm allowing myself to remember whatever they're doing that upsets me is not coming from a happy, healthy place. They're experiencing a love deficiency. I can't send them enough pain to help them. But I might be able to send some love that will help them. And even if they don't receive it, it helps me to send it. They may be able to keep certain people from me, but they can't stop me from feeling peace and love. I may say I need certain things in people to be able to feel peace and love, but that's a misunderstanding. I'm getting clear about the difference between wants and needs so that I have greater freedom to feel peace. I'm clearing what doesn't feel like peace. I'm clearing what doesn't feel like love so that I can send everybody more peace and love in body, mind, and spirit. And take a deep breath. Close your eyes, go inside, and check again with what's going on in there. Yeah,
Put,
I can get it right here.
so somebody asked, what are the, so owlsauthors.com will lead you to, we have a podcast. The podcast is called Untangling Alzheimer's and Dementia. And
these are in the description box, by the way.
Yeah, they're in the description box. So owlsauthors.com will lead you to everything. It's got lots and lots of information about caregiving and links to other things, but also links to the podcast where you can get it on any place where you get your podcast, Spotify, Apple, etc. And then the YouTube channel has a recast of a replay of all of the podcasts that we've done. And it has other things too. There are a lot of other, it has links to people's channel, authors who have YouTube channels. My YouTube channel is linked on there, but we have other kinds of things. And there's a special suite of playlists that can help people with a lot of very specific things. And there's actually some on there around holidays and how to handle holidays with someone with dementia and your family and everyone else. So there's lots of tools, and there is also the podcast. So yeah, it's good. And hey, if you go there, like and subscribe on the YouTube channel, because like Brad, we are trying to grow our YouTube channel. And the podcast, like and subscribe. So there you go. Word of the day. words of the day. So that's my little plug for today. I really just want to send out a lot of, like, peace and love is really, I think, you know, this is the moment. Hopefully, I was thinking about this the other day. You hear this in some of the movies and songs and things around these times. You know, if we could just make this feeling last all year long, and you know what, we can. It's about
That's from the Charlie Brown Christmas.
I think
if
it probably is.
we could feel this way.
But it is about choosing how we move through the world and deal with our stuff, and we're always going to have stuff. So,
and from
exactly
my standpoint, why I do what I do is it's releasing the stuff that gets in the way. I truly believe that peace and love, joy, gratitude are our true nature. You know, the whole Michelangelo's David thing. It's, you know, just clearing away what doesn't belong. And as we chip away the anger and resentment and pain and all of that stuff that is based on misunderstandings, ours or other people's, all you have left is peace and love, that magnificent masterpiece underneath. And then we just naturally share that. Not because we should, not out of obligation. We just can't help but do that. And
you want to.
And as I said in the tapping round, when we give peace and love, we feel it ourselves. It's a gift that we give while giving it to ourselves. You know, it's like when you give a gift, but it's a buy one get one, and so you get to feel it as well. You can't send love without also feeling it yourself. So looking at those people, and actually go ahead and you can be tap into different points, even though we're not doing a formal tapping round. Um, Thinking about those people that you may not be able to be with right now, and just thinking, okay, they're not here for me to hug them or show love in a particular way, but everything's energy. We're all connected. So you can just allow yourself to, you know, energetically hug them, energetically hold them, send them love, and allow yourself to feel that as well. And yeah, everything is energy. So everything that we do to allow ourselves to feel more peace raises the level of peace in the world. So please and thank you.
Yeah, and that's it's so true, and it's really I think about this when I talk to people about learning how to ask for help. Like that's a skill that we can learn, and learning how to do that. And one of the things is to be really open to considering, how do you feel when you've been asked for help and you were able to help someone? It feels really good. So when you ask someone else for help, you're actually giving them an invitation to feel really good about being able to help you. Um, so allow
With
that.
allowing yourself to, if you can
Mhm.
go into it without expectation,
Exactly,
so you
because they
put no
may
pressure
not
on them. It's
be
like,
able to.
hey, if you
Right.
can, I would appreciate your help, and I'm not attached to that because my well-being is not dependent upon you in particular being the person that gives that to me.
And I talk about asking for help right now because that is something that caregivers often struggle with. We don't want to be a burden. We don't want to ask too much. I have to do it, or we sometimes get concerned that somebody we're asking to help us might not do it the way we think they should be done. There's a lot of different things that can happen, but asking for help legitimately and authentically is an invitation for someone else to be able to do something for you. And most people want to help you. Even your neighbors are going to be more than willing. Usually you'll find
Some
someone
of them,
who's
those people who lived at,
who are willing to pick up a carton of milk for you at the store because you can't make it out of the house today. And you can
let them
return.
feel good this holiday
Yeah,
season.
right. Um, but it's hard, and that feeling of being a burden. And that's the same thing a lot of people who maybe are being cared for, not just the caregivers, but the person being cared for oftentimes doesn't want to be a burden. And yet people want to be able to help other people in most cases. Listen, I know we all know that one that doesn't fit that model, but um,
You're talking about me again, aren't you?
I always pick that up. I know. I try to slide that in and it doesn't work. But it's so I think uh,
so yeah,
these are lessons we can take throughout the year, but we're
yeah.
talking about them right now.
It, we have this old saying, it is better to give than to receive. And based on that, we have this idea that giving is good, receiving is bad. Now, if that's true, then actually go ahead and be tapping while we're here.
Yeah,
That
that
means,
wouldn't work because the whole system would
yeah,
break down if we're only
that
only
means
giving
that
and
if
receiving.
if giving is good and receiving is bad, then if I say, okay, I'm going to give to you, Christy, I'm going
Uh-huh.
to give you a gift. I'm the good person here, and if you receive it, you're the bad person.
Well,
Now, how
depends on what
giving?
you're giving. Did you see my list? All
Yes.
right. Anyway,
Um,
yes, yes,
if yeah,
exactly.
so
It's
if I
reciprocal.
am giving a gift, if I'm the giver and have the belief that the receiver is the bad person, how giving is that really? And and if Christy wants to give me a gift and I say, "Oh, no, no, no. I'm a giver. I'm not a receiver. I'm a good person, not a bad person." I deprive her of the ability to be a giver.
Yeah.
So how giving is that? So let's clear that up. So close your eyes, take a deep breath, actually, and just following your breath through your body. Say, feel what's going on inside your body and say, I'm willing to ask and receive. And just notice what goes on inside. Notice where parts of you say, oh, no, 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 I can't ask. No, I shouldn't receive. And open your eyes. Even though I'm not always good at receiving, choose to love and accept myself. Even though I'm not always good at receiving, I choose to love and honor myself. Even though I'm not always good at receiving, I'm not always good at asking either. In fact, I might be total crap at asking. And even though I have these issues, I choose to deeply and completely love, honor, and accept myself. And maybe anyone else who might be involved. All this difficulty asking, all this difficulty receiving, because I have all this old programming about how it's good to give, but bad to receive. And as I tap through my stress, I'm allowing myself to look at that and see that the logic breaks down. Because there ain't no giving without there's being some receiving. And if it is good to give, maybe I can give other people that opportunity. When I'm willing to receive, I allow others the benefits of giving. And then I'm a giver too. Giving and receiving are two sides of the same coin. Can't have one without the other. When I allow myself to receive, that is a gift to others. And I'm allowing myself to clear attachment so that when I ask, I don't do it with a sense of expectation or obligation. I don't make a request with this pressure on it. I'd like to have some help. And you're an awful person if you don't give it to me. I'm releasing that. Giving myself permission to ask. There's two possibilities. That'll be a great opportunity for someone else to be a giver. Or they're not the right person at the right time. And I can make peace with that. So I'm releasing expectation when I ask. And part of me might say, well, it's all well and good that I know that. But they're going to feel pressure. And I can tell them to go check out Brad's YouTube videos. Because there is a video to get over that. Maybe they can watch the replay of this. I'm often afraid to ask because I don't always like it when people ask me for things. I don't like that sense of obligation. I don't want to let people down. Rather than having to disappoint people, I wish they just wouldn't ask me for anything. And if that's what I'm wishing, how can I possibly do that to somebody else? And I'm processing all of this. It is so freaking human. And it's much ado about nothing. Releasing the expectations. The world doesn't move forward without requests. Things happen because people ask. None of us can do everything by ourselves.
Mhm.
And if I'm honest with myself, I know that I receive in all kinds of different ways. From buying food and clothing to inhaling. Every breath is a request. And I'm allowing myself to receive. Allowing myself to receive anything that's good from me. Giving myself permission to ask when it's appropriate. Allowing myself to see that it's appropriate a lot more often than I thought. It's good to receive and give. And as I get more clear about this, I feel more peace, which is then something I can give. I'm sending peace. I am receiving peace. I'm sending love. I am receiving love. Clearing any reason why I couldn't or shouldn't. Getting more and more comfortable with sending and receiving love. In body, mind, and spirit. Take a deep breath.
Some really, really great comments in here, and I really appreciate everybody sharing their thoughts, and big wishes for everyone who is alone physically this Christmas or this holiday. Could be, there's a whole bunch of holidays coming, right? Including New Year and all that. So
And on
yeah.
New Year, I hope you're going to join me for 2025, your year of success beyond belief. That's at successbeyondbelief.com. Just since you mentioned it, I wasn't mentioning it, but throwing that in there to help you start your year.
Yeah,
Yes. Shameless
for sure.
promotion left and right.
No,
It's a
absolutely.
free
No shameless at
presentation.
all. We're happy to share.
Free
You're
presentation.
giving. You're
I
giving.
am giving. I'm a giver.
Um, yeah, so check that one out. But just anyway, big hugs to everybody who might be alone. Also, really, really holding space for, and my heart is reaching out to everyone who has lost someone this year. And this is maybe a holiday season where you're struggling with that. It's just not comfortable and it doesn't feel good. I just I feel you for that. And then, for all of you who are caregiving, maybe that's new for you this year too, right? Maybe this is the first time you have a holiday where it's just significantly different. And
More work than it used to
yeah,
be.
yeah, and floods of feelings that you are not used to having. And I just I feel you for that, because I think it's hard especially during a season like this where there's so much merchandise and marketing and everything geared towards everything other than what you might be experiencing right now. So um, you're not alone, and just hold space for yourself. And also, if you know someone who needs your love and support.
Yeah, and I appreciate in the comments, those of you who are separated from people, just the fact that you're able to connect right here
Yeah.
and just in these simple messages, sending peace and love to each other. And I hope that you're allowing yourself to receive that and recognize, okay, I may not have the people that I think I should have right now, but here's somebody who may be in a totally different part of the world sending love. Um, I'm gonna we're just by the top of the hour. I always like to end with a guided imagery, a little hypnosis session to sort of enhance these feelings. So totally understand if you have shopping or decorating to do or whatever it might be, preparations and only budgeted an hour to spend with us. And so grateful that you did because we feel your energy and everyone tapping, again, everything is energy, everything's connected. So what isn't peace that you release, you're releasing from the collective whole, which enhances the peace around the world. So thank you for doing that. And if you have a few more minutes, then please go ahead and get yourself comfortable. Close your eyes. Take a deep breath in and hold it, and let it go. Another deep breath in and hold it, and let it go. A third deep breath in and hold it, and let it go. Now, just breathing comfortably with your eyes closed. Breathing comfortably, and just imagine that with each breath you take in, you breathe in relaxation and positive energy. Go ahead and imagine the healing light of whatever color you like surrounding your body, so that with each breath you take in, your lungs comfortably draw in that healing light, allowing it to flow through every muscle, nerve, fiber, tissue, cell, and atom of your body. Imagine a healing shower flowing down, crystal clear water that's a perfect temperature as it flows over the top of your head, soothing and relaxing your scalp, washing away fear, doubt, anxiety, washing away anger, sadness, guilt, shame, washing away pain, frustration, disappointment, embarrassment, washing these away to reveal the light that you truly are, this unique expression of divine light and love, allowing more and more of that light to be revealed as that healing shower flows over your forehead, relaxing the muscles in your face, flowing down over the back of your head, your neck, your shoulders, washing away tension, leaving your shoulders calm, comfortable, and relaxed. That healing shower flowing down your arms, all the way down over your fingertips, down over your chest and your stomach, soothing and relaxing, healing and cleansing, and allowing yourself to remain comfortably in whatever position you choose. Allow that healing shower to flow down over your upper and lower back. And as your torso relaxes, your internal organs comfortably do whatever they need to do to achieve and maintain your optimal level of health and well-being in body, mind, and spirit. As that healing shower continues down over your body, down over your hips and your thighs, over your knees, down your lower legs, through your ankles, into your feet. And finally, that relaxation flows over your toes as you allow yourself to relax twice as much, going at least twice as deep with each number as I count backwards. 5, drifting down to 4, floating down to 3, 2, 1. And 0 is deep sleep. Deeper, deeper. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And 0 is deep sleep. And in this calm, comfortable state of mind and body, go ahead and imagine yourself in some really beautiful place. Some place where you allow yourself to be present to the beauty, the magnificence, the abundance of creation. Allowing yourself to remember that it is here for you as much as anyone else. Allowing yourself to remember what part of you already knows deep inside that you truly are a magnificent child of the universe, worthy and deserving of the best this world has to offer. Allowing yourself to feel that, allowing yourself to release any old misunderstandings that might have suggested otherwise. Anything from your past, anything in your current circumstances that seem to suggest that you might not be completely worthy of wonderful things, those are misunderstandings. Allowing yourself to be compassionate with yourself for being confused. Allowing yourself to be compassionate with other people for being confused. And releasing that so that you allow yourself to feel more peace. And as you allow yourself to release what no longer belongs, allowing yourself to feel more peace, more joy. Just imagine that flowing through every muscle, nerve, fiber, tissue, cell, and atom of your body, and then radiating it out. And in this beautiful place, imagine there's other people there. And as you release what doesn't feel like love and peace, and therefore are more enriched with love and peace and radiating that out and sharing that, sending that out to others, and it helps them release what isn't love and peace from them so that they shine more brightly and they radiate that out. And just imagine that just keeps happening as everyone allows themselves to radiate more love and peace and sharing that. And just imagine for a moment floating up out of your body and going up into the sky and looking down and just seeing where you are radiating that love and light and joy and peace, and other people receiving it and then radiating it out. And just looking at that expanding around your neighborhood, your town, your state, your country, your hemisphere, your planet, and looking down at this holiday family gathering of planet Earth. And everybody allowing themselves to release what isn't love and peace and joy, and really having that freedom, that capacity to share the love and peace and joy that really is our true nature. And just seeing that spreading around the world and being excited about being part of it, feeling really good about that, and now allowing yourself to drift back down into your body so you can really feel it, take it in and embody that, and just feel this loving energy coming to you. Allowing yourself to feel love and peace being sent to you by people that you may not even know. Giving yourself permission to receive that. Giving yourself permission to receive more love from yourself as well. Giving yourself permission to make self-care a priority, because you can't give what you don't have. So making sure that you're treating yourself with love, making sure you have what you need, putting the oxygen mask on your own face first, so that you're in a better position to be able to then share love and peace with others. And just create this whole community of peace and love around the world, and allowing yourself to feel that, allowing yourself to feel embraced by loved ones at an energetic level. Seeing where you can experience that at a physical level, but always giving yourself permission to experience it at an energetic level, allowing yourself to feel the love that we're sending you right now, and allowing yourself to receive it. So you feel more love and peace and joy as we go even deeper now. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and 0 is deep sleep. In a moment, I'll count you back out from 0 up to 5. 5 will be wide awake, alert, focused, and energetic, feeling much better than before, feeling much more loved, feeling much more peace, feeling excited about sharing that in whatever ways you can, even if it's just energetically sending that out to other people, thinking about people who you know could benefit from more love and peace, and just sending them that positive energy and allowing yourself to receive it as well. Tonight, when you choose to go to sleep, don't be surprised when you fall asleep quickly, soundly, deeply, and sleep very well through the night. During the night, you'll dream. The more you dream, the stronger you become. I'm going to ask your unconscious mind to allow at least one of your dreams to be a very healing dream, continuing this healing process in body, mind, and spirit so that in the morning, at the time you've chosen to wake up, you wake up easily, feeling refreshed, energetic, and ready to start the day again, powerfully moving forward into an ever more joyful experience of an ever greater abundance of health, wealth, happiness, and love, which are your birthright and which benefit others. Now go back down to 0, which is always deep sleep, allowing your mind, body, and spirit to digest all of these positive thoughts and images, taking them in at a very deep level so that these positive changes occur easily, effortlessly, and naturally. Coming up to 1, feeling physically relaxed. 2, feeling emotionally calm and confident. 3, health and well being, enthusiasm, love, joy, and gratitude flowing through every muscle, nerve, fiber, tissue, cell, and atom of your body. 4, becoming more and more alert and aware of your surroundings. And 5 is eyes open, wide awake. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, eyes open, wide awake. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, eyes open, wide awake. And welcome back. And thank you so much for joining us. Thank you, Christy, for
Oh,
this idea because it
yeah,
was a
thank you.
great way to.
I love working with you. It'll be fun. It's always fun. And not that it will be fun. It has been fun. How's that? But no, I appreciate your uh, doing this with me because I feel so committed to helping others feel heard and supported in this time.
Thank you all for being willing to be here and receive. And it also gives to us and it gives to the world, as I've said, everything's energy. So as you allow yourself to release what isn't peace and love, you share more peace and love with the world. So thank you very much for doing that. We wish you a very Merry Christmas, if that's what you celebrate, the happiest of holidays, whatever it might be, and a wonderful new year.
Yeah. Yep. Peace and joy to you. Thanks.
Love you guys. Have a wonderful holiday season and see you next year.